Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I just read the last Freida McFadden book, The Crash. I'm going to go ahead and review and let you know about it. Let's get started and talk about it. You guys know I've mentioned Freida before, and I have liked all of her books. Some I love, some I liked. I liked this book. It wasn't my favorite of all her books, but I did enjoy it. One of the things I liked is I liked the ending and how everything turned out at the end. That was a great ending, and I really enjoyed it. There wasn't as many twists and turns in this book, and it took I felt like it kind of took a little longer to get through it than her other books, but I still really enjoyed it. What this book's about is a pregnant lady named Tegan, okay? And she's in her early 20s. She's not married. She's 8 months pregnant. You'll find out later about what happened with that situation. And she's driving in a bad snowstorm to go visit her brother. And so her brother said he wants to help her out and all that, so she's on her way to visit him. And on the way there is a bad snowstorm. She gets into an accident and she gets hurt. The baby and everything is okay. And so it's kind of in a rural area, and a guy comes to pick her up, and because there's no way to get her to the hospital, he says, "Hey, my wife's a nurse and I'll just take you to our home." He's a man of few words, and so he takes her there, and a lady who's very nice and knows what she's doing, all of that, does take care of Tegan. But the snowstorm passes, and Tegan wants to go to the hospital because Tegan's hurt. She's hurt her ankle, and she does need medical attention. But one of them doesn't want Tegan to go, and they have alternative motives. So that's all I'm going to tell you about that. One of the people there, and it could be any of them, and I won't say who, is kind of a little unhinged. Could be Tegan, could be Polly, could be Polly's husband, could be a neighbor, you never know. But there is a reason why, and there are some twists and turns in this. I did think it was a really interesting book. The thing I did mention at the beginning is I really liked the ending. I like a lot of times when they do epilogues and you learn things at the ending. I thought there were some things that just turned out how I would have liked to, but the ending didn't turn out how a lot of thrillers turn out. So I kind of thought in some ways this book was a thriller, but it did have some drama and some family and a love story kind of all wrapped into it. So it was kind of a thriller, yes, but it was kind of a combination book. And I thought it was a little different than many of her other books, but I still really enjoyed it. It's called The Crash. I'll write it below. Have any of you read it? Now, the one before that I read was The Boyfriend. I have to say, that was more of a thriller type. But it's kind of nice to veer off and do different types of books, because with so many authors out there, I don't know how these authors try to come up with original ideas. It must be very challenging. So I thought The Crash had some original ideas in it. But let me know if any of you have read it, just in the comments below. I'd like to know from you, what are you currently reading? That's all I have to say for now. Come tomorrow and find out what genre of book will I not be reading anymore and why. Thanks everybody. Love you. Bye.